Marshall here with ckearky, your soul friend, here for your monthly intuitive reading for the month of November 2022. I'm coming a day early, so happy Halloween to everyone, and those of you that celebrate the Wiccan holidays, happy Samhain to you. And may this new year bring about change, new intention, truth, and integrity, and expression of who you are. So for this month's reading, I've heard, I started doing this actually live. I did it on YouTube live and the video went sideways. So things are kind of coming up that's starting to, see, itching my nose there, my power. So I'm hearing that I may wind up doing these monthly readings by the end of the year. So I may just wind that up in December and look into doing something else come the new year. Anyways, for the month of November, I am hearing that it is about, it's like, I'm kind of hearing these like oops-a-daisy almost, or uh-oh, or like these energies that are going to be coming in that are going to make us kind of go, oh, and then it's like, what do we do with that? So for the month of November, the reason that is going to be coming in is we are meant to really come into our own truth, our inner truth, our knowingness, what is in alignment with your heart and what makes you tick. And it's like, there is no right and wrong. It literally is what is in alignment with you. And does that bring you joy? Does it bring you fulfillment? Does it bring you love and connection? It's like whatever it is, at the end of the day, when you do check out from this human experience, will you feel that you have lived your best life in alignment with what you hoped to live? So it's like we want to start really connecting to that truth. And in that truth, it's like pay attention to your inner thoughts. Pay attention to how are you judging yourself and others? How is there anything coming in that's illuminating to you what needs to change in order for you to live more in alignment with who you truly are, your essence, like what is in the core, the depths of your soul. And that is going to be rising up for this month of November. And you know, when we see these things externally that go, oh, it's kind of like they're just saying, remember, your outside world is created from your inner dialogue, from your inner world, from your inner energy, your inner thoughts. And so if you don't like what you're seeing, they're saying that's your illumination. That's what's showing you that something needs to change for you to live more in alignment with your truth. So pay attention this month about how you're communicating externally, how you're receiving communication, how you're internally processing communication, your internal thoughts and or judgments, expectations, those sort of things. So at the beginning of the month, we're going to be coming in just off of this new moon energy that was an eclipse that was bringing us into change, and that is stepping forward. So at the beginning of the month, it's more about kind of staying in alignment and living with purpose. So staying in alignment with what it is that you set intentions to, like who you want to be, how you want to show up, how you want to experience this world. And they said, like, allow that purpose to come through so that you can start living more in alignment with your truth. So that's kind of at the beginning of the month. So align your actions accordingly. live with purpose as to what it is you desire, and don't be afraid to do so based on external pressures. It's like they're saying, be willing to take the risk to be you and to express who you are and live your best life. You signed up to live this life, and that's the most important thing. So they're saying, like, just align with your purpose and take the risk to be bold, daring, and you and yourself. And they're saying that's going to show up, and you're going to be moving into a full moon energy on November 8th, and it's a full lunar eclipse. And so that change that you intended, that's been shown to you, that's going to be coming forward, and how you're setting intentions of moving forward, it's going to get loud. You're going to start to see where you're not changing, and it's going to start getting clearer and clearer. So pay attention to that, because that full moon is going to give you the eclipse to get more into your truth. And then after that full moon, they're saying, with that clarity of who you are and that truth, with it, they want you now to start gathering evidence of gratitude. You know, it's like having thanks for your internal creating an external, and that external showing you something that needs to change. Or it's that internal creating the external, and that external is showing you ease and grace and showing you what comes naturally for you. So they're saying, nourish the good in and around you. So really pay attention to what is coming easy, you know, what is natural for you. They're saying that's your strength. That's going to give you that indication of what is your truth, your inner reason for being here, in a sense. And they're saying, go with the flow. They want you to have more ease and grace. So they said, you can always course correct when you gather new information and you have the insight come in, and it's like, oh, I feel that resistance, or that or that bump kind of thing. And it's like, what are you doing to process it? And check in to see if it's in alignment with what is what your truth is. And they just keep going, what your truth is. So it's like, keep in mind, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like, you know, I used to say to a lot of clients, it's that when I was awakening and I started speaking to spirit and started connecting to my psychicness and my intuition and energy and other realms, I remember saying to my husband, like, what if I'm woo-woo? Like, what if I'm crazy? What if this is all wrong, right? And he goes, okay, well, let's go there. And he goes, well, what at the end of the day, you die and that's it? You know, there's no past lives. Your soul doesn't go anywhere. You just decompose. That's it. End of day. End of story. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm kind of going, okay, so the angels and spirits that I've been talking to are not real. And he's like, yeah. And he goes, does it matter? And I'm like, no. And he goes, because really all that matters, he goes, were you happy? And I was like, yeah, I'm totally happy believing in what I believe in. So that's my truth, right? It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Is it in alignment for you? Is it right for you? Does it feel good? You know, at the end of the day, does it feel good for you? So in the middle of the month, you're going to be building, you know, appreciation and gratitude, and filling in what naturally comes into alignment with you, so that you can start to see the steps that you need to be taking to move forward. Because this change that kind of came in on that new moon, that's going to be carrying over into 2023. So this is us prepping. This is us utilizing our resources, our inside resources, seeing who we are, what comes natural, what we already have available to us. So that's in the middle of the month, and then we're moving into the end of the month. And in the end of the month, again, we're coming into another new moon, and where we had been gathering the gratitude and the appreciation of our own truth, then in the end of the month, what they're saying is now we want to take that and kind of like come from love, infuse it from love, and start seeing the world almost with rose-colored glasses through your truth, through what is in alignment with you, and simply be you. And they're saying play your piece of the puzzle with ease and grace. Don't try to be anybody else. Just be yourself and start gathering the evidence of love. And they're saying let the love, let your soul activate and reach out to make connection through love. So it's like, I will only give and receive love. And that's all you're going to see in your connections, and your internal world is going to change your external environment, and you're going to start seeing the world differently. And they want that to kind of come forward in order to build you and strengthen your foundation of why you are here, you know, why you actually came to this earth to live this life. And then when you have that solid, it's like nothing can knock you off, because you can adapt or flow with or course correct or change, or it's like change is the only constant, but it's like you can just be in any environment. It doesn't have to be controlled in any way, because you know who you are, you know your resources, you know love. Love heals all. Love heals all separation. So anywhere where you feel less than, separate from, alone, it's like bring in the love and the truth of why you are here. And when you bring in that truth, the ease and grace will come, and you just simply need to be you and stand in your energy, your frequency, and share it with the world. If anybody doesn't like that, that's their stuff. That's their internal world creating an external world that they may or may not like. So it's like, it's totally up to us. We have that free will to choose how we want to be experiencing this life. So that is our November energy. We are going to be, I do keep hearing there's going to be those feelings of like, oh my gosh, or kind of like blips. They're saying like blips in the road, blips in the road. And it's like, it's okay, because it's just there to show you what needs to be released, redefined, so that you can be coming more in you. Also, just for any of you, for the month of November, I only have a few things coming up for this month. So I have on Wednesday, November 2nd, I'm going to be with Foothills Wellness Retreat, Lisa Morrow's, and I'm going to be doing a Reiki share as part of her Restore and Rest yoga series. And that's at, it's in Okotoks at Balance Point. I believe it's called Balance Point Center, the dance studio in Okotoks. So I'll be there for the first week, and I'll be doing that, and she'll be doing yoga nidra after. So if you want to register for that, go to Foothills Wellness Retreat website, and it'll be there under the yoga series. I'm also going to be, I have 2 more Soul Friend gatherings for the fall, and those are in November. So one is going to be on the full moon eclipse on November 8th, and one is going to be for the new moon, which I believe Wednesday, and I think, I want to say it's like the 25th of November. I can't remember, but I think it's the 25th. It's on a Wednesday evening, and those gatherings are for men and women, and even children, as long as they are able to be in adult conversation. So I recommend 10 plus. It depends on what how you interact with your children, but it's for all ages, and it's a community where we're talking about current energies and helping us, like getting guidance to help us see what needs to be shifted, what needs to be let go, and how to move forward. So the reason they kind of came about was I had some clients saying that it would be nice to have group-like sessions rather than the individual one-on-one, where people can gain some insight and guidance and direction in an economical form, but also with a collective energy that's supportive. And it gives you an environment where you can release. And we do fire burning ceremonies, or indoor we do a magic release. And we also do herbal elixir toasts, and we have some healthy food, and just have a gathering for 2.5 hours. So if you want to join us for that, you can check out my website, which is karamarshall.ca, or on my social media pages. My Instagram is Kara_Marshall_, and my Facebook is And I'm Kara, Your Soul Friend. And I share all the information there so you can register your spot. I know on the 8th, I think I only have like 4 spots left. So if you want to be coming to that, check it out. And I love you all. Know that you've got this, and the more you can come into alignment with who you are internally in your truth, non-editing, the more this world is going to give back to you. So I hope that makes sense. If you'd like to book a one-on-one, do so on my website and or reach out to me and we'll have conversation. I love you, and I'll see you all in December. Bye.